People all over the city know about PUP. Wherever I go, I say Philadelphia Unemployment Project, and they say, oh yeah, that organization, is that the organization that started the mortgage assistance? Is that the organization that get people in the hospital for free? Is that the organization that stops plants closing?
I feel sorry for the people whose whose employment benefits have already run out. A guy like me who still has maybe 12 weeks has a chance at this extension, but the poor person who's out there 2 months ago, they ran out on him. They have it tough.
I am laid off. I used to work at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard as an electronic worker, and I've been laid off since February. Signing up for my checks, I found out about PUP having a fight to have unemployment checks extended.
For the Washington trip over at the table.
Every time there's a war, they want us to go out there and rally behind the flag, but when there's no jobs and our kids are hungry, they just keep telling us stay the course, 1,000 points of light, there ain't no more wicks or candles burning.
So far we've been down to Washington 7 times at least, lobbying at the House Ways and Means Committee, and the bill that was presented by Representative Downey just seems to be where the Democratic Party is dragging their feet on it. They just don't want to pass this bill. So we've been trying to show them that unemployed people are out there and that we just need their help.
We want work! We want work! Isn't it amazing that we have to stand in front of the Department of Labor and have them close their doors to us, turn their backs on you, and tell you that 26 weeks of unemployment benefits is enough? It's not enough.
When the Congress is directly face-to-face confronted with people who are working people, worked all their lives, and now are running out of everything, we found to be tremendously effective when that happens. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen enough, and it's one of the problems of our democracy is that only certain people get heard, and what PUP works to do is organize the people that are being hurt so that their voices can be heard and heard effectively.
26 weeks is not enough.
We need to organize, we need to street organize and mobilize all people throughout the country. So that means that when we get back to Philadelphia, that we have a big task ahead of us, that we're going to be calling our friends and our constituents, hopefully that the unions will really get involved and pull out their membership, that people off the street that are unemployed, that welfare people, people that are employed, underemployed, even working people will join this movement so that we will no longer have to continue to come to Washington to ask for more extensions on unemployment.
My name is Joe O'Neill. I'm from the building trades in the city of Philadelphia. I'm proud to say I've been a member of the union and a member of the building trades of Philadelphia for 33 years. I've paid taxes on every day I've worked in 33 years, and for 33 years I've been putting up with chump change for unemployment insurance. Now, I want you to know that this man Bush is trying to create a two-class system, the very rich and the very poor. And we're tired of it. We're not going to stand for it anymore. We're going to forget whether we're Republicans or Democrats, and we're going to vote as a bloc. And Mr. Bush, you better get your ass in gear because you're going to be out of a job.
I have worked for the past 20 years, and until I lost my job in August of 1990, I had health coverage for the whole time with either Blue Cross or Aetna. My last employer did offer me the opportunity to pick up the coverage, but I was shocked at the cost. It would have cost me $289 per month, which was totally beyond my ability to pay as an unemployed person. As a result, I have no health insurance at this time. We are in a recession. There are approximately 140,000 people in the city of Philadelphia alone who are without health coverage, and there are many more joining the unemployment lines every week.
They told me that I might have cancer in my ovaries and I might have to have a hysterectomy, but they won't know until they do a laparoscopy. And they have refused me to come in here because I don't have the $1,500 deposit.
We want everybody to have health care in this city, whether they're rich or poor, whether they're working or not working. And over half the people that are uninsured in this city are working people without health insurance.
I think that one of the really unique things that PUP has been able to do is it's been able to put a human face on people's needs. And while I think that people's intentions and rhetoric is important in some way, PUP is not just an organization that speaks rhetoric, because PUP speaks very concretely about what the needs are. For example, the Pledge of Responsibility, the way to get people into hospitals that have people that need hospitalization, that have no medical insurance, is a real concrete way to help people. And I think we need victories.
Struggles and the issues on the local level, which was my community. I only worked within my community, the circle there, the churches, the community organizations. And by coming to PUP, I've been able not only to work in my community now, but also citywide. I've learned about city council where I can come and voice my opinion on a lot of issues. Being able to help someone that without us, that they might have died or they might not have got the proper care that they needed, those things of, makes you feel good, makes you feel like that you count.
What do we want? Fair wage! What do we want? Fair wage! When? Now! When? Now! What do we want? Fair wage! What do we want? Fair wage! When? Now! When? Now!
We're out here today, the mothers. This is the Mothers and Child's Day. Even though it rained, it did not stop us because the struggle continues. And we're going to boycott McDonald's for as long as it takes for them to come to the bargain table and start paying fair wages. It's not fair that we live in the richest country in the world, but yet our children that work in these places, adults work here too, are being paid fair wages, slave wages. It's not fair. It's not fair that in the suburbs they can afford to pay $1 more than they pay in Philadelphia with benefits, and here in Philadelphia they're paying $1 less with no benefits. We are going to boycott your McDonald's until you start paying fair wages. You're filthy rich. Give some of your riches to your workers. All right? All right.
McDonald's is the largest franchise in the world. And so we feel like, my mother always told me, if you want something accomplished, you start at the top. So we started at the top. Another argument with them was that you don't use your children in something such as this. Well, we're educating our children. We're letting them know what we want their futures to be like. If McDonald's can brainwash our children, play a number of commercials, especially on Saturdays, for our children to hear, they're programming our children to peer pressure their parents into buying their food. So we're using our children to pressure McDonald's into giving us fair wages.
We are out here in order to protect the dignity of the workers in McDonald's. We are sick and tired of them paying slave wages to people who are responsible for their almost obscene profits. McDonald's is determined that they'll spend millions and millions in promotions and nothing to help to raise the wage scale for their workers.
I just want to say that it is so very, very good to see so many people out here today, and so many people coming together with a concern for so many issues. It's very, very important as we struggle to see things right in this world, that we just don't struggle over in this corner over there, and that corner over there, and that corner over there. It's very important that we come together, because when things are wrong for one of us, things are wrong for all of us. I don't care what the issue is.
We want a fair break, a fair wage for a fair day's work. We want fair wages for the black youth, the Hispanic youth, the poor white youth, senior citizens who work at McDonald's because they have no choice.
We have launched a major campaign with a lot of support from the black clergy of Philadelphia, from many of the labor unions, from people across the board, to say that we want just wages for McDonald's, who netted over $670 million last year, and can clearly pay more money and just won't do it because they don't have to. And that's sort of what the organization's about, is sort of getting the people without power, finding ways for power to be created so that they can stand up to a major corporation like a McDonald's and get a fair shake, get a decent wage.
We can turn things around. We can turn things around in relation to McDonald's, and we can build a movement that turns things around in relation to this country as a whole.
Boycott here, boycott there, boycott, boycott everywhere. Old McDonald's has to see the workers know their rights. Make McDonald's see the light. His wages are in sin. Everybody join the fight. Together we will win. Boycott here, boycott there, boycott, boycott everywhere. Make McDonald's see the light. Together we will win. All right, all right.
Politicians understand, the corporations understand that the people, if they can be organized and know what the issues are, and know where the politicians stand, they can be threatened.
United we stand, and we stand together. We'll fall apart if we don't really stand together. And it'll just be one group doing one thing, one group doing another. But when we unite, we all stand together. And I think it's the best thing that happened today. I really did enjoy it.